Howdy heck and hey my dudes, how are y'all doing? Good. I'm great. Let's get on with the video. Now, what had happened is I was working on a script about how it's really important to have fun when you write your own passion projects and when you work on your ideas, and how usually money shouldn't be the main focus and the main priority is that you're enjoying yourself. But while I was doing that, I was hanging out with a couple of people in a Discord voice chat and I found gold. And I think in a sense it actually kind of ties in perfectly with the script that I was originally writing, because this gold is my very first original story. And if you've been on the channel for a little while, you'll think, oh my god, are you gonna read an old Noble Blood script? No, this is something much older. This is a story that I wrote when I was 10 years old. And you know, when you're 10 years old, you're not thinking about sentence structure or building a solid plot or having decent character development or anything like that. You're just writing for the sake of having a good time. And like I said, that ties perfectly into the script that I was originally working on for my next video. So I thought it would be fun to kind of go through this book, kind of read the story, see where my head was at when I was 10, and then have the next upload kind of segue into it and be like, hey, this is why you have to have fun with your scripts. So just for a little bit of context, like I said, I was 10 years old. I think I was in about the 4th grade at the time. And for those of you who don't know me, I've wanted to write stories and kind of do something meaningful. I look talking like I'm a messiah. I've wanted to write stories and stuff like this ever since I was able to pick up a pencil. So I feel like it's only natural that as soon as I learned how to write properly, I was writing stories. And at the time, my teacher was really trying to get us into reading and into storytelling, which is actually really convenient for me. And we were reading a series called Del Toro Quest. I don't know how big that series is in the rest of the world, but here in Australia, it was a really big thing. You didn't have a good childhood if you didn't read Del Toro Quest as a kid. Like, it was everywhere. It actually got an anime adaptation too, which I think I want to review on this channel at some point. And yeah, I think that's all the context that we need. There are pictures in this book because I did actually start drawing when I was around 10 as well. I kind of picked up both hobbies at the same time. But I know that most people usually listen to these kinds of videos in the background while they're doing their own thing, so I'm not going to show the pictures. If people really want to see them, then I guess I might put them on Twitter or Instagram at some point. But for now, I'm just reading the story. So how about we dive on in? So the book is called Sky Knights. I don't actually remember why or what this book entails. I do know that the characters are named after gemstones and they're doing something to do with gemstones because, again, that was a really big thing in Del Toro Quest. But anyway, if you hear any paper ASMR, that's me turning the pages because I'm reading this live. Alright, here we go. One dark, misty, mysterious night on a strange planet called Nectavis? I'm gonna go with Nectavis. I'm assuming that that's what I meant. On a planet called Nectavis, a warrior ship was floating peacefully in the sky, and inside were 4 girls and 1 boy warrior. Off to a great start already. Their names were Jasmine, Topaz, Tiger Eye, Turquoise, and Amethyst, their leader. Now, listen carefully and try to remember what you're gonna read. There are many lands on Nectavis, but only 5 have what the Sky Knights are looking for. Gemstones. Gemstones that they're named after. Gemstones that will give whoever is named after them a power, like a spell. But there is a side effect to the spell. It's that whoever is named after the gem on the island will disappear from the ship and appear on the island. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing we're gonna figure it out as the story goes on. Anyway. Oh, and there's one more thing you need to know. Of course there are bodies in it. Bodies? Baddies. Bad guys, the villains. Okay, that's what we're talking about. From the top. Oh, and there's one more thing you need to know. Of course there's baddies in it. Their names are Tom, Bradley, Hannah, Ralph, and and Captain Stinky Winky. Oh my lord. Now, the next paragraph is talking about a map that I drew on the next page so that you can kind of see like the order of the islands that the Sky Knights are going in. But it's completely irrelevant. I'll just list off the names of the islands, I guess. You've got Cotton Candy Island, the City of Villains, the World of Killer Rabbits, Giant Peanut, and Land Dolphin Island. So That's the order that we're visiting the islands in. Ooh, this book has got chapters. Okay, chapter 1. The very first person to magically disappear from the ship was Amethyst. So on the night the Sky Knight... oh my god, where is my punctuation? So, on the night, the Sky Knights got ready for the first part of war? What war? What is going on? Okay. They got ready for the first part of war. Amethyst went missing. Min, set a course for Cotton Candy Island, Topaz commanded. We don't want to be late. You know what happens if we don't find Amethyst before sunset. Wait, what? Hang on, that wasn't... Huh? Yes, I know what will happen, Topaz. Bzzzt. And yes, I did actually write the bzzzt. That's why I had to say it. Anyway, yes, I do know what will happen, Topaz, Min replied, and then after hours of boredom, they finally made it to Cotton Candy Island. It's about time we got here, Tiger Eye hustled. Tiger Eye hustled as she got out of... Oh no, okay, wait. So, okay. I'm not going to put pictures, but I wrote on one side of the page in pencil, and then I wrote on the other side of the page in Texter. So bear with me because I'm trying really, really hard to read what this next page is. Anyway, it's about time we got here. Tiger Eye hustled and got out of the ship ahead of everyone, and got herself stuck on a cotton candy tree. My grammar is horrible. Hang on, Tiger Eye, I'm coming to help, yelled a strange, kind-hearted girl who was hiding in the bushes, which was smothered with cotton candy. Okay, that's the page that was written in Texter. We're done. We're over it. Tiger Eye ran out of the ship and got stuck on some cotton candy tree, and a mysterious girl is coming to save her. I wonder who this girl is. The strange girl leaped out of the bush with a dagger in her left hand and a soldier's hat in her right. Ooh, a soldier's hat. When she was very close to the tree Tiger Eye was stuck to, she swung her dagger up and down until finally the super sticky icky wicky cotton candy gave way and Tiger Eye was free. Before I ask anything else, I want to know this. Who are you? I'm assuming that was Tiger Eye because it doesn't say. I'm a gemstone guardian of this island and the stone. Amethyst told me you could help me with my problems, and I'll help you with yours. What are your problems? Tiger Eye replied impatiently. Tiger Eye is a bit of a bitch, don't you think? Alright, so this gemstone guardian's response is, someone threw me out of the gem tower so I couldn't protect the amethyst stone, and that's when I saw your amethyst being dragged to the tower by two strange men. Okay. Apparently it's also been established that the gemstone guardian's name is Gemstone, so we're gonna call her Gemstone from now on. Gemstone sighed. She said when you arrived I must take you guys to her immediately. And then, without another word, Gemstone led the team to the gem tower, which I hope you haven't forgotten contained the powerful gem and the Sky Knight's leader. Just in case you did forget though, you know, just in case. A few hours later, Gemstone had led the helpless team to the entrance of the top floor and the gem tower. Oh my god, there's more text. Bear with. A few hours later, Gemstone had led the helpless team to the entrance of to the top floor of the gem tower, and what they saw amazed them so much that some of them started to cry. Oh no, who was crying? For in that room were two things they had been searching for all day: the gem and amethyst. Hooray, we got the gem back. Alright, let's go. How are you going to rescue her without being seen? Asked Turquoise in her quietest voice. Oh, sorry, hang on. How are we going to rescue her without being seen? Turquoise said in her most quietest voice. Hey, where'd Gemstone go? Topaz said. You see, Gemstone got overexcited and set charge. Okay, hang on, let me start the sentence again. You see, Gemstone. You know what? I'm leaving that in. You see, Gemstone got overexcited and charged at the enemy and knocked them out. When the team finally realized where she was, she had already knocked them out 50 times, which was a record. Oh my god, knocking out like some poor guy like 50 times. Gemstone, what is wrong with you? Thank you for knocking out the guards for us, Gemstone, said Topaz, still quite surprised at how strong the little guardian was. Gemstone smiled a beautiful smile and untied Amethyst. Wait, Amethyst was tied? Sure, okay. Now I can protect the amethyst again, she replied, still smiling from before. Suddenly, all of the Sky Knights felt guilty. And by all, I mean all except Turquoise. Wow, Turquoise is a bit of a bitch. I'm afraid you're wrong, Turquoise whispered. Okay. I'm afraid you're wrong. Why is Turquoise such a quiet character? Oh my lord. Gemstone's smile faded. What do you mean? Oh wait, she's whispering back, hang on. What do you mean? She whispered back in confusion, but instead of telling her, Turquoise leapt forward over Gemstone, grabbed the stone, the amethyst, don't get confused now, and jumped out the window, followed by the rest of the team. As they landed on the ground, they sped to the ship, which was hard since everything was smothered in cotton candy. But eventually they made it. 1 gem down, 4 to go. Okay, wait, hang on. Can we talk about this for a minute? These bitches just straight up abused Gemstone. Like, she was like, oh, I'll help you find your leader if you can get me back into the gem tower. And they were all like, yeah, let's do it. And then she takes them to their leader. She rescues their leader single-handedly. She knocked them all out 50 times. And then by thanking her, they take the gemstone, the amethyst, and they fucking get out of there. They robbed her blind. They abused her kindness. These are not good people. Anyway, alright, that's done. Moving on to chapter 2. The next person in line was Jasmine. So that night, a flash of black and white, and she was gone. In the morning, when Topaz saw Jasmine was gone, he went berserk. And by the way, berserk is spelled B-A-Z-U-R-K. I fucking love that. Where's Jasmine? Everyone, Jasmine's gone. It's an emergency. Call the police. Call the ambulance. Call the fire department. Call my mother. I need you all to know how much fun I had reading that line. Topaz screamed and screamed the same nonsense over and over again. In case you haven't realized, Topaz had a secret. He was in love with Jasmine. Ooh, spicy. You see, it started a long time ago when Topaz turned 6 and his mother gave him the cutest puppy in the world. And then there's a picture of the puppy that says, well, not that cute because I had no self-confidence in my art at the time. Haha. Then, after lunch, Topaz took his new puppy out for a walk when 2 bullies came and took his dog away from him. But Jasmine came and got the dog back. Ever since then, Topaz had a girlfriend. A girlfriend or a crush? Wait, hang on, they're not together. Topaz is simping for Jasmine. They're not actually together. I need to establish that. Moving on. When he finally calmed down, he noticed no one was ready to go to the City of Villains, except for Turquoise. Everyone else was lying about. I still feel guilty taking the stone away from Gemstone when she trusted us like a friend would. Okay, Tiger Eye does have a... Oh wait, hang on, she whispered. Give me a... I still feel guilty taking the stone away from Gemstone when she trusted us like a friend would. Jeez, what is it with all of these characters and whispering? What is going on? Anyway, Tiger Eye whispered that to herself. But as soon as she fell silent, the ship fell into full speed, setting course for the City of Villains. Oh no. Remember how I told you Topaz was in love with Jasmine? Well, you see, Topaz didn't want to let her go, so he threw the ship's highest speed. Oh, okay, wait. He threw the ship's highest speed switch, and in result, exactly 2 minutes later, they were hovering above the City of Villains. Aw yeah, Topaz, you motherfucking simp. Great, now let's kick some bad guy butts, Turquoise screamed as she clutched Topaz's arm and went to the door and jumped off the ship. That sentence structure is awful. Moments later, they saw Turquoise pull cord in a part. Okay, wait, hang on. Whoa. Moments later, they saw Turquoise pull her cord and a parachute popped up. Okay, that was the sentence. So they jumped off the ship, they were free falling, and she's like pulled the cord and opened her parachute. That's what's happened. Well, I guess we don't have a choice. Tiger Eye was again with the fucking whispering. Hang on. Well, I guess we don't have a choice. Tiger Eye whispered. We have to jump. And only seconds later, the rest of the team jumped after Topaz and Turquoise. Okay, cool. Ooh, we get Jasmine's point of view. Alright, this is where it gets interesting. Meanwhile, in the gem tower, Jasmine was tied to a chair with the gem. Okay, so with the actual with the actual Jasmine gem. Because remember, there's Jasmine the person and Jasmine the gemstone, and the Sky Knights want both. Okay, now that we're all caught up. She was tied to a chair with the gem and the main villains, Bradley and Tom. Tom was trying to get some info out of Jasmine. Jazz for short, I put in parentheses. But every time Tom threatened, Jazz said, "You'll never get it out of me." But then, Tom had enough. "Release the secret weapon!" Tom shouted, "Oh no, a secret weapon, what's this?" And suddenly, slowly, okay, wait, is it sudden or is it slow? Pick one. And suddenly, slowly, falling from the sky was someone she was thinking of all night. Someone she didn't want to betray. Someone she first met on Cotton Candy Island. Oh shit, hang on, what? Gemstone, prepare to attack. What? Tom yelled. Suddenly a small fireball was forming above Gemstone, which was getting bigger, up to the point where it was as big as a beach ball, and threw it at Jasmine's chair. Whoa, that was a sentence, but what is happening? Jasmine's chair is on fire. Help! Wait, what? Gemstone is evil now? Jasmine yelled, and for a while there was no response, until, "Jasmine, hold on, I'm coming," Turquoise replied, and used her water powers. Turquoise has water powers? Wait, hang on, there's so much to process. To put out the fires, but it felt like she put out Jazz instead. Huh? What? Oh, because Jasmine got drenched in the water. Haha, I'm so funny. She untied Jazz, and together they flew out with the gemstone. 2 down, 3 to go. Okay, wait, hang on. I need to process what just happened. So, basically, the Sky Knights go to Cotton Candy Island, where Amethyst has disappeared, and they're after both Amethyst, their captain, and the Amethyst gemstone. And then they meet a gemstone guardian named Gemstone, and Gemstone agrees to help them get Amethyst back in exchange for getting her back in the gem tower. You with me so far? The Sky Knights take Gemstone's offer, go up to the top of the gem tower. Gemstone knocks out all of the guards that are like kind of keeping Amethyst hostage. She knocks them all out 50 times each. She does that single-handedly, and in exchange, the Sky Knights betray her, take the Amethyst gemstone that Gemstone was sworn to protect, and they abandon her. Are you still with me? Now, our main bad guys, Bradley and Tom, have obviously, off-screen while we were focusing on the Sky Knights, they've obviously gone to Gemstone at her lowest point and convinced her to go onto their side, and like probably lied to her and said that she could get the Amethyst back or something like that. So the Sky Knights basically turned a sweet innocent girl whose only job was to protect the Amethyst. They took her and they turned her into a villain by betraying her and taking everything she knew and loved. The Sky Knights are not great people. I do like the whole ally to enemy arc that I went through though. Like, even though it was very, very fast, like there was not even a chapter between. It was like chapter 1, Gemstone is a friend, chapter 2, Gemstone is an enemy. Even though that is an incredibly quick turnaround, I'm really proud of 10-year-old me for even having the concept of an ally turned enemy. That was actually really interesting to read. Alright, chapter 3, and I put next to it in purple pen that chapter 3 is the shortest chapter of this quote-unquote book, so take that however you will. This is also the island with the giant killer rabbits, so trigger warning, I guess. This whole book needs a fucking trigger warning. What is this shit? Alright, chapter 3. Now, in the last few pages, you might have noticed that it's Tiger Eye who keeps the team together. Well, this is the last chapter she'll be in, and you'll see what I mean later. Wait, what? Why did I open the chapter like that? Silv, what are you doing? No, you let the audience pick up this... You know what, whatever. I was 10 and I was having a great time, and I am having a great time, so let's move on. By the time the Sky Knights woke up, they were already hovering over the world of the killer rabbits. Jasmine and the others, besides Tiger Eye, of course. Oh, Tiger Eye, of course, because the island of the killer rabbits is where the Tiger Eye gemstone is. So, obviously, Tiger Eye has gone missing. They need to go get Tiger Eye and the gemstone Tiger Eye. So, that's where she is. I feel like I have to keep explaining the lore of this world because it doesn't make sense if you just read the book. But let me know if I'm over-explaining. The three had just woke up and they took half the day trying to figure out how they got to where they were so fast. Well, obviously now it's point and mute because you spent half the day trying to figure it out. When they finally figured out it was Min Min is their ship, by the way, having to spill it out for them and... What is this sentence? When they finally figured out it was Min having to spill it out for them, and they had 10 hours until sunset, which is very bad. Okay, so let me deconstruct that for everybody. So essentially what had happened is they woke up, On top of the island are killer rabbits, so trying to figure out how they got there so quickly, and then eventually Min Min was like, oh my god, you fucking idiots, this is how it happened, and they're like, okay, but now they only have 10 hours until sunset, and 10 hours until sunset is actually a really long time. I don't know why I just sat on the number 10, but, 10 hours, that's a really long time. They should be fine. Moving on. Then they took another 2 hours to prepare. Okay, so they had 8 hours until sunset, which is still pretty okay. Anyway, down on the island, they had to get the rabbits out of the way without touching them because they were poisoned. Oh, that's why they're killer rabbits. The rabbits are poisoned. That's fun. And Jazz almost touched one, but Topaz saved her. And then in brackets, I put, aww. That's kind of fucking cute. And it wasn't easy not to touch them because they were so cute, which meant the girls kept saying, aw, can't I just have one, please? And the boys were getting tired of it since they said no every 5 minutes. Wait, I thought there was only one boy, and that boy was Topaz. So Topaz has to like ring in all of these girls and be like, no, don't touch the killer rabbits, don't do it. Anyway. When they finally got the girls away from the rabbits, they found their way to the top of the gem tower, and they had 10 minutes. Wow, how long did it take them to find the gem tower? They had 10 minutes to get the gem and Tiger Eye and get off the island. That's actually kind of intense. They freed Tiger Eye and got to the gem and ran until they were about 100 feet from the ship, which was when it was too late. That was a bit anticlimactic, but alright, what was it too late for? As the sun fell into its beautiful sunset, Tiger Eye stopped where she stood, starting to sparkle brighter and brighter. What? Until she was as sparkly as the stone. Tiger Eyes don't sparkle, but I like what you did there. Oh fuck! And then she turned to dust. No! Tiger Eye was screaming, banging and crying in pain, but no one could help her. The Sky Knights knew that if anything touched Tiger Eye in her statement... Okay. The Sky Knights knew if anything touched Tiger Eye in her statement, it would definitely only make her feel more pain. So they watched in horror. When the sun had completely sunk into the night, a big explosion came from Tiger Eye, so bright that when the light calmed down, they were so sad and confused. What? Did Tiger Eye just fucking explode? What? That was the end of the chapter too. Okay, wait, so we lost a character. We had a character death. Tiger Eye is fucking dead now. Holy shit. Okay, wait, alright. Calm down, it's fine. I'm sure there's a happy ending. This is chapter 4. I believe there's only one more chapter after this. We can get through it. We gotta keep going for Tiger Eye. Okay, chapter 4, here we go. By now you've probably forgotten that we're nearly at the end of this tragic story. Aww. Which leads to a new untold story. Ooh, sequel baity. After Tiger Eye's funeral, back on the ship, the Sky Knights decided to call it a night and hit the sack. But before they could even close their eyes, there was a knock at the door. Ooh, wait, a knock at the door? On the island of killer rabbits? What the fuck? When they opened the door, all they saw was a basket with a baby inside. This must be for one of our legends, Amethyst remarked as she pulled an old, torn, brown book from under her pillow. What? Legends? She sat at the main table and opened the book. She flicked through the pages and then almost instantly stopped. Aha! She screamed, pointing at the oldest, most worn-out page. Oh, what's this? It says that if one of us dies, another is born. But how can that be? Jasmine asked. Well, what is going on? All the legends are true, but what do you think, Turquoise? Turquoise? But Turquoise was nowhere to be seen. Oh no, we're supposed to be looking for her on Giant Peanut Island today. Oh shit, wait, I thought they went to bed. Hang on. Passage of time, what? Alright, we're going to Giant Peanut Island now, I guess. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna sit and simmer on this for a little bit. Tiger Eye literally just died. And now they have a baby to, like, what, replace her? How does this gemstone thing work? Like, does there always have to be a person named after a gemstone? So when that person dies, another baby with that name just kind of appears? I'm hoping that I explain this because this is very confusing, but, Sure, again, it was a very short gap between death and new life, like literally 2 pages difference between death and new life, but I do like that I thought of that idea. Good job, 10-year-old me. Okay, but they just realized that Turquoise is gone and they have to go to Giant Peanut Island today. So, since they didn't want to lose another member of their crew, the team got their lickety-split. Oh, there as in to Peanut Island. The team got their lickety-split because they had the idea of getting geared up while Min drove them. Oh, they were finally sure. Finally sure? They were finally smart. There we go. And they got there in record time. Good for them. All right, moving on. Jasmine volunteered to look after the baby while the other 2 went to save Turquoise, since she was severely allergic to peanuts. Oh god, no. Why did I do this? Okay. So Amethyst and Topaz said goodbye to Jasmine and the little baby, which was when Jasmine realized they had to give the little girl a name. And since it was a warrior's code... Oh my god, hang on. My handwriting is really, really hard to read, so bear with me right now. And since it was part of a warrior's code rule... Oh, and since it was a warrior code rule that if all warriors' names were based on a particular topic, then the new recruit had to have a name in that specific topic, which is hard. Okay, wait, so... I had an aneurysm. Let me explain. Essentially, what that sentence just said is that with every group of Sky Knights, I guess there's more than one group, question mark, every group has their names based off a specific topic, and the topic for this group is gemstones. So Tiger Eye has died, a new baby has entered, and that baby has to have a gemstone name. That is what that entire hot mess of a sentence was trying to say. Moving on. Meanwhile, Amethyst and Topaz were throwing peanuts at a peanut goblin. Cool, that's a thing. Amethyst and Topaz were throwing peanuts at a peanut goblin when Topaz saw a peanut covered in caramel. Ooh, yum. He picked it up and threw it at the peanut goblin. The goblin got stuck and fell down, and the tower door opened. Okay, so they were at the base of the gem tower. Jasmine saw them run into the tower, but the window on the top floor of the tower made it clear that it was a trap. Okay, so she can see the top floor because the window must be open or something, so she knows that there's a trap waiting for them. She knew what was going on, and the only question was how to save them. Suddenly, a shimmer of light... What? A shimmer of light... Literally, the sentence is just suddenly a shimmer of light, full stop. Suddenly a shimmer of light. It was none other than Jasmine's guardian, Crystal. Wait, hang on. I am very confused. Oh, okay, don't worry. It gets explained literally on the same page. You see, Jasmine's mum was a friend of Cupid, and for some reason, when I was a kid, I thought Cupid was a girl. So the sentence says, you see, English. You see, Jasmine's mum was a friend of Cupid, goddess, because I thought Cupid was a girl, of love. So it was only natural that Crystal and Jasmine were born at the same time. Oh, okay, so Crystal is Cupid's child. Right, okay, moving on. Cupid had left Crystal at Jasmine's house when an evil goddess had cursed Crystal, thinking she was Jasmine, and the only way to slow the spell down was for Crystal to be Jasmine's slave for life. What? What? I was 10 when I wrote that. Jasmine has a slave for life, and it's Cupid's daughter, Crystal. Crystal, my friend named Crystal. If you are listening to this, I am so sorry. Slowly, year after year, Crystal started to take a rabbit form, which is what she will become soon. What? She's turning into a rabbit too? There's too much to unpack. Ever since Cupid and Jasmine's mum haven't seen each other... That's the end of the sentence. Crystal, can you tell Amethyst and Topaz that they're walking straight into a trap? And hurry, Jasmine commanded, in a nice way. Okay, at least she was nice about it. This is why I don't see you often, but I'll do it. Crystal sighed and flew away. Wait, how can she fly? Is it because she's the daughter of the goddess of love? Probably. Moving on. Meanwhile, Amethyst and Topaz were climbing the stairs, and suddenly Crystal came through the window. I forgot to tell you that everyone from the Sky Knights knew Crystal. Oh, okay. Well, you didn't have to say that. You could have just started with the next sentence, which is, Crystal, out of our way. Oh, hang on. Crystal, out of our way, Amethyst angrily whispered. What kind of voice should Crystal have? I haven't been putting on voices this entire video. Why am I worrying about it now? I bring news. Upstairs, they've organized an ambush, so don't go up, Crystal blurted out all at once. Don't be silly, Crystal. Maybe we should listen to her. Maybe Jasmine sent her, Topaz pointed out. Maybe, said Amethyst. Or maybe Captain Stinky Winky did. What? Why would Captain Stinky Winky send Crystal? What is going on? No, we should listen to her, Topaz screamed and stomped down the stairs in anger. Okay, having a bit of a fit, but sure. Back at the ship, Jasmine was thinking of a name when Topaz stormed in. Seconds later, Amethyst, Turquoise, and Crystal came in. Jasmine smiled and said, Guys, meet our daughter, Sapphire. Aw, Sapphire's really cute. Also, how cool would it be to have 3 mums and a dad? Well, technically 4 if you count Crystal, but 4 mums and a dad. Sapphire is spoiled. Also, that was the end of the chapter. I would like to point out that I love that we have no idea how they saved Turquoise, and we have no idea how Turquoise not only got out of the tower, but got across the island, the peanut-infested island, to the ship. Because remember, she is deathly allergic to peanuts. I love that that information is just not given at all, and it's just assumed that, you know, Turquoise made it out okay, so cool. And this is the final haul, chapter 5, last chapter. Are you ready? Are you keen? I'm keen. Let's end this video. Everyone was playing with Sapphire and having a good chat when suddenly Topaz went silent. He started to go pale, and within 30 seconds, he completely faded away. Okay, so they disappeared differently. This one, he just kind of faded away, and it sounds like he knew he was going to fade away. But then with, I think it was Tiger Eye or Jasmine, one of the two, it was just flash of black, flash of white, and then bam, she was gone. So that's kind of interesting. Anyway. Guys, we have to get to Land Dolphin Island before Captain Stinky Winky does, Jasmine said, surprisingly worried. Aw, Jasmine has a thing for Topaz too. It's like a mutual crush. That's so cute. So, Min set a course for the island, and within 3 minutes, they were already at the entrance of the tower. Damn, that's really quick. They really don't want another member of their team to die. Oh, God. They ran upstairs as fast as they could and stopped at the entrance to the top of the floor. The top of the floor? The top of the tower, I guess is what I meant. Topaz was tied up, but with no guards around him. Turquoise ran to him and untied him, but when she saw his eyes, she knew it was a dummy. Oh, wait, what? Fake Topaz? Ooh, plot thickens. But by then it was too late. The captain and Topaz the captain had Topaz and Turquoise tied with a knife. Oh, to each of their necks. Captain Stinky Winky is fucking brutal. Surrender now, or else, said the captain and tightened his grip. Please help someone, Turquoise. Oh, she fucking whispered. Please help someone, Turquoise whispered. Oh god, am I gonna get demonetized for whispering into the mic? Haha, just kidding, I can't even be monetized to begin with. All of a sudden, the baby started to cry and glow. Almost instantly, a laser came out of her chest and shot everyone but the Sky Knights. What the fuck? Wow, everyone remarked. Yeah, fucking wow, what is this bullshit? Everyone was silent on the way to the ship, except the baby, since it was hungry. Surprisingly, the gem kept her quiet because it was sparkly. Oh, that's so cute. It's like a little magpie being attracted to fucking sparkly shit. That's so cute. 2 hours after the ship was flying high, she was still staring at it. I think she wants one, Jasmine said. Who wouldn't, Topaz replied, and was now next to her. Oh, she moved and sat next to Jasmine. Okay. It was now next to her, arms around her like an old married couple. Aw, Jasmine and Topaz have a baby. Can I ship it? Of course I can. They're my characters. I ship it. The other girls were disgusted and went to bed. Aw. The other 2 old lesbians, I bet. Uh, Topaz and Jasmine started to make the baby a place to sleep. Oh, okay, that makes sense. They worked until midnight when they started to get tired. They said goodnight and went to bed. Now they had nothing to worry about since they had all the gems. Oh, that's so cute. They built the baby a little crib and then they went to bed and hey, they have all the gems that they need now. What did they need the gems for? Was that ever established ever? Doesn't matter, moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, very sorry. You've all been lied to. There are actually 6 chapters in this book, but the next chapter is only 2.5 pages, so I think we'll survive a little bit longer. Alright. In the morning, everyone relaxed while Min peacefully flew them home to see King Mephiles. Mephiles? King Mephiles. Mephiles the Dark from Sonic 06. There we go. And bring peace back to Nectavis. Oh yeah, that's right. They were on a planet thing. World. Bring peace to the world. There we go. When they arrived, they saw the gems had already taken a hold. The grass was greener, there were blossoms everywhere, and the houses were back to their bright colors. Aww, so they literally saved the world by getting these gemstones. That's kind of cute. Everyone, even Crystal, was there to congratulate them. Finally, everything was perfect. Suddenly, Captain Stinky Winky fell out of the sky. Oh shit, what's happening now? Nice try, Sky Knights, but I still have Peter Pan's Piccolo of Hypnosis. What? He screamed and started to play. I'm guessing play the piccolo. Almost instantly, the people of Mobadoon, it's the name of the town I put in parentheses, but is it Mobadoon? I think that's how it's spelt, so Mobadoon. The people of Mobadoon were so completely hypnotized. Cool. Slaves, destroy the Sky Knights and their baby, Captain Stinky Winky commanded. Wow, Captain Stinky Winky is a fucking savage. Luckily, the power of the gems unhypnotized the team, but they didn't have enough power to save everyone else. So they climbed aboard Min and flew away. Suddenly, Captain Stinky Winky lost control and dropped the piccolo and smashed it into 3 pieces. The pieces glowed and flew into 3 different directions, so the Sky Knights were on the road again as criminals. That's the end of the book! So there is a ridiculous amount to process out of everything that we just read. I've been recording for almost 40 minutes, so that's fun and dandy. I think I speak for everyone when I say that looking back on this, I can't fully understand what I was trying to write or fully comprehend the idea that I had in my head, but it was fun. I had fun. And again, this ties into the whole video that I'm going to be doing next month about why it's important to have fun with your writing and why you shouldn't really worry about making money or writing something that'll be impactful or being known for it. Just write to have fun, because then you can look back 10, 11 years later, like I am now with this book, and you can have a laugh and you can have a good time. Like, I was genuinely smiling through most of this. This was a really fun time, and I feel a little bit nostalgic for the days where I could just fucking write whatever bullshit this is. This is really good. I really enjoyed this. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. Like I said, the next video I upload is going to be a little bit more in depth as to why I actually read this book to you guys and go into a bit more detail on why you should have fun with your projects. I do actually have a lot more projects. I have like one more original one, which isn't finished. And then I have 2 Sonic fanfics, like novels, and then a fuck ton of Sonic fan comics, which I'm definitely going to go into. Those ones will take a really long time though, because they're comics, so I want to take pictures and I want to actually edit the video so that you guys can see what's happening. So that one's going to take a little bit longer. But yeah, hopefully this video kind of helps me prove my point in my next video, kind of segue into that more structured video. At this moment, I just wanted to have a good time and read the comic, read the book, and just kind of figured that it would help me make my point later on. But if you guys do want to see more of my really old content, I have heaps of it. I would love to just reminisce and go back on all of my old content and see what I can still learn from it, because you can still learn a lot from your past self. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, I guess. So I hope you enjoyed reading along with me. Stay warm, stay cozy, stay toasty. If you sneeze during the video, it'll bless you. And I'll see you next month for my more in-depth analysis on having fun with your writing. Bye, guys!